Salute family, and welcome back to my show. I'm King Z Ashe Jr. And I'm gonna just talk to y'all, man. Just tell y'all some more insight, some wisdom. You know, uh, I was giving some insight about you know, just LA. The riots, all the negativity going on, and the first thing I be telling dudes is like, homie, I ain't finna be doing no protesting and stuff, man. Like, I take them to the scriptures, homie, with John. The story with John the Baptist. Uh, the king in his time, the king took a wife, and this lady, I think her name was Heranius, but she was already still married to the king's brother. So, the king basically took his brother's wife and married her. So John the Baptist was just like, no, you can't do that. Like, no, I think her husband was it Peter? I think his name was Peter, but it was the king's brother, you know what I mean? And yeah, John didn't like it. So John will go up to the king and tell him, hey man, you can't do that. And the king would listen to him, but kind of like, the kings respect prophets, you know what I mean? Like kings are of positivity, homie. Kings ain't no negative. So all y'all talking about no kings, homie, you basically saying no God. Straight up. Then you wonder why my father raining fire, you know what I mean, flooding places, earthquakes, homie? Because y'all disrespect God, man. You disrespect his people. Homie, my skin not black. I'm actually light. When the angels and my father look down on me, homie, they see light. Not black. Black is the absence of light. That's Satan and his demons. That homosexual, that black N-word. Satan and his demons is the only black N-words, homie. Not us, we God's children. We the children of Mother Earth too. Homie, y'all finna respect us. You gonna respect me. Straight up. But look, man, I just wanna get into with the riots, man. You know what I mean? I don't care how nobody feel, homie. I ain't finna be riding. Homie, I only speak for my father, homie. Not no America. Homie, this is Sodom and Gomorrah. So you basically trying to promote to Sodom and Gomorrah and Babylon, homie. They ain't finna do nothing but put you in prison or murder you. And like they did John. So look, check this out. Let me finish the story. So I don't even want y'all looking at me, homie. I want y'all looking at me, man. So I'm getting angry. I want to get rid of my anger and my madness. Oh, I'm in the right spot. Where this at anyway? I don't know. But yeah, man, look, homie. So basically, John the Baptist, he went up to the king a few times. Like, just letting them know, like, hey man, you can't marry her. She's still married to your brother. And whatever happened, John just kept basically protesting that. The scriptures don't say protest, but when you look up the definition of protesting and look up what John the Baptist was doing to the king and his wife, it's basically protesting. And he was he went a few times just basically telling the king he wrong for marrying that wife. And he kept doing it so much to where the wife she got mad. So she felt embarrassed. He kept letting them know what their marriage was wrong. So it came a point where the king, he had a party, and he was gonna he threw an event for his all his people, all the leaders. And the wife, she had her daughter dance for the king and his guests, and her daughter was Salome. Salome, she danced for them, and they enjoyed her dancing so much, especially the king. He enjoyed it so much where he was like, you know what, you can have anything in my kingdom, what you want. And then she ended up going to her mother, and her mother told her, to ask him for John's head on a platter. So before I go any further, they already have put John in jail. The wife and the king already put him in jail for keep talking about their marriage. So John's in jail already, And now, you know, this event happening with the king, the dancing, and the daughter. So the daughter like went to the mom, like this butterfly flew right in my face. But yeah, so you know, so she told the mother, like, you know, what should I do? And the mother was like, I want John's head on a platter. So basically, the king, you know, the girl went back to the king, told the king, you know, I want John's head on a platter. So the king, he didn't want to do it. Like, you read the scriptures, he didn't want to do it, you know. So what ended up happening was he had to, because he the king, and he gave, you know, that was his word in front of his guests. So you know, he had to do it, and he sent, and it said they you know, they cut John's head off, man, and brung his head, like, you know, sitting on the platter and stuff. But you know, and salute to John, man. Energy don't die, homie. You know, so you know, when I speak this story, homie, of any prophets, any my brothers, family, anybody, homie, energy don't die, homie, and death is an illusion, straight up. So you know, and I like to say he ascended back to the Father anyway. Anyone, you know, anyone of, they say die, homie, he just ascended back to the Father, you know, because we spiritual beings more than this physical stuff, homie. But yeah, you know, so you know, with John, man, you know, his disciples came and they got his body, and they buried his body and stuff, you know, and they went to Jesus, you know, and they went to Jesus like, hey, they murdered John, they cut his head off, and, you know, Jesus just was like, all right, man, let's go to the next city. He just went preaching on the next city. He didn't even say much, you know. And when I read that story, I will tell myself, you know, it's because of the protesting, homie. We just ain't, we shouldn't be protesting about certain things. The only thing we should be speaking about, if we gonna, right now in this time, is just repentance and our love for God, man. We shouldn't be worried about what they doing in Sodom and Gomorrah, homie, or Babylon, because that's what this is, homie. America is Sodom and Gomorrah and Babylon all mixed in one, homie. And y'all reject people like me, homie. I went to a few straight up, man. I went to a gas station. I ain't even say the name, and it's not the gas station, not the company. It's just the demons and the spirits, and they wouldn't even serve me, homie. Dude trying to argue, talking about I'm sitting at the gas pump too long. Like, homie, I'm on the phone. I could sit here however long I want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm your customer, homie. We the reason y'all getting paid. Like, don't come over here trying to rush me. Then I get out the car to go, like, all right, let me hurry up and go. So I'm getting out. Then I get out and they don't even want to serve me. Then a lady over there, oh, you are arguing with my buddy. We ain't serving you. We calling the cops. So I stood there. I was like, call the cops, and I'm gonna wait here for them so I could tell them to report y'all that y'all being disrespectful to your customers. You know, I didn't use no racism, homie. It ain't about racism, because I'm not black. It's the demons, homie, and Satan. That black N-word and his demons, homie. Them the only black N-words. I'm not black, homie. I'm light. And I'm beautiful, homie. And I'm music, homie. I'm music and I'm beautiful. Satan, homie, forget you and your demons. Y'all the black N-words. Whoever got a problem with that, homie, hit me up in the comments. You got a problem with me cursing Satan, but y'all could curse me and my people? I'm cursing Satan, homie. He the only black N-word, homie. I ain't finna do nothing to my humans, homie. I'm gonna come after the demons and Satan. And I'm coming with them with the power of my words, homie. So there we go. We ain't riding out here. Ain't no riding in Los Angeles, homie. Oh, everybody fall back, homie. King Z said fall back. No more protesting or none of that. First, if you a black person, look in the mirror, homie, and tell yourself you're not black. Because the definition of black is the absence of light. And God is light, homie. And light is color. So we color, we light, homie. Straight up. And just for unity, all humans who could get under the sun and melanate and get darker, homie, you are human. You my family. You my people. Now the ones who can't get under the sun and melanate, homie, we got to see who they is. Straight up. And just for unity too, I still burn in the sun a little, you know. So don't, you know what I mean? Homie, it's all equal. It's all balanced. You just got to have balance in life. Stop hating. It's too much hate, homie. My father don't want me doing nothing, because if I bust somebody's head, homie, my father gonna have my head busted. So I just gotta love my neighbor as myself. So don't come around me with no dumb stuff, manipulating and trying to hide. And you know what I mean, homie? I done been through all kind of death experiences. Why? And I'm walking the most positive I ever walked, homie. Because it's Satan and his demons. Y'all the black N-words, homie. It's not us. Straight up, homie. Look, let's get into let me get into this, because I was yelling at y'all, but I was looking at this like, oh, this is what my father do, man. I was looking like, wait, is these grapes? First we got flowers, which I teach this to y'all, homie. Straight up. Let me teach this to y'all. In the beginning, God created Adam, the man, homie. And the garden, you know, the Garden of Eden, he gave the garden to the man, homie. God gave the garden to the man. So why do we give a woman a flower when God gave the man the flower, homie? So we disrespecting God. Then we fall to our knee to the woman and give her a ring. Homie, that's disrespectful to God, homie. The throne of a man's heart should belong to God, not no woman, homie. And that's why this world is Sodom and Gomorrah now, because we giving our power to women. Straight up, homie. And there's no disrespect to women. I love women, but I hate witches, homie. And a witch is a woman who hate a man and hate her lot in life and don't follow God. That's a witch. A witch is a woman who disguises herself as love and an angel, but behind closed doors in the dark, she doing witchcraft, homie. Hold up. Y'all women, homie. Y'all in the dark doing witchcraft because you hate the man. You hate your lot in life. But if it wasn't for the man feeling lonely and God noticing that Adam needed a helper, homie, the woman wouldn't even been created. God was living with Adam for a long time before he created the woman. So you women have to understand that, homie, that y'all born way negative. Y'all born married to Satan and the serpent, straight up. Because soon as God created Eve, she ran to the serpent, homie. The appealing to her eyes, all you women, y'all look for the man that appealing to your eyes, the car. Y'all the ones who having a problem with the showy display. It happened with Eve in the beginning. As soon as God created her, she ran to the snake in a tree because it was appealing to her eyes. And she left the man and God and went with serpent, homie. And most of you women, especially you women in this Sodom and Gomorrah, this Babylon, y'all doing the same thing. But look, let me get back to some goodness. But when my father teach about his kingdom, he always talk about you know, the vineyard, his workers in the vineyard. If God had a son on this earth, he would have a vineyard, grapes, flowers. He would have a garden. You know what I mean? That's of God, homie. This is all of God. This is what we should be having in our houses, homie. Every house should have a garden and some type of food, grapes, apples, something like that. Every house. If I was running everything, homie, I have every house. We'll install that in every house. So everybody have something to eat, homie. Straight up. You know, I'm just walking, teaching, homie. Whatever I feel, I'ma just tell y'all. You know, you know, it's a lot of these artists and stuff dying, and yeah, it's the witchcraft, homie, the spiritism that's running rampant over here in America, homie. Everything's running rapid. We let the women run rampant, or kids is running crazy. Everything, homie, because we out of order. If we want to get the kids in order, first the women got to get in order. Because ain't no woman equal to no man, homie. In no way. Everything on this earth, a man, Adam named everything. A man named everything. So how could a woman be equal to him? We got to get in order, homie. Because the Father, he finna destroy this place. Straight up. Yeah, man, so, you know, man, that's what I wanted to do, just get on here and just teach a little bit, man. And you know, my fault, I'm yelling and stuff, but I'm just I reached my point, homie, with this satanic world. I reached my point. But I'm not gonna do nothing crazy or harm nobody. I'm coming after Satan and his demons, homie. That's what I'm coming after. Straight up, homie. And if it wasn't for my father's vengeance, homie, I hang Satan and his demons on a tree in a spirit, homie. But vengeance belongs to God. I'm King Z, Ashe Jr. I'm Jesus Jr., homie. The Pope is in my position. 1000.